July in Florida. Let's do a little AC. Let's do a little... Whoa, let's do a lot of AC. Hello, happy people, and welcome to your Moment of Zed, the YouTube channel dedicated to the most beautiful car in the world, the BMW Z3, or as the folks in Doolin call it, the Z3. I'm Mark, and today we've got to go back into our fan blower box and take a look at the blower motor resistor. My fan only works on one speed, the highest speed, and that is the main symptom of a bad resistor. Now, last time we were in there, which was a few videos ago, I talked about that problem. I didn't have it. Now I do. I don't know if it was something I did. I don't think so, because the fan worked fine for a couple of weeks after that video, and now all of a sudden it only works on one speed. So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna try and first clean it, clean the contacts. That may bring it back up to speed, or back up to 4 speeds. It may not. I may need a new one. I don't have a new one, but the procedure of putting in a new one is going to be just the same procedure as putting in the old one again after I clean it. So whether you need a new one or not, first step, let's clean it out and see if we can get the old one working. Before we do all that, though, we have 3 Zeds of the week. First up, we have Mike from Maine with his 2001 2.5 liter 5-speed Roadster with 63,000 miles. Now, he bought it a few months ago and has fixed the heater, replaced the seat bushings and the seatbelt guides, which he did the right way by removing the leather. Says it was quite a project. He's also made a Lexan wind deflector. Nice job, Mike. Next up, we have Donald from Texas with his 2001 3-liter 5-speed Roadster with 77,000 miles. Now, this is a true barn find car. He bought it mossy and dusty from a lady who left it in a carport for 12 years. Since buying it, he's done a full suspension upgrade, redone the fuel system and the secondary air injection system, and a bunch of other small jobs. Nice job saving this one, Donald. Another thing about Donald, he's one of the young guys in our hobby, and always appreciate getting them on board. Nice work. Last but not least, we have Dave from Pennsylvania with his 1996 1.9 liter automatic Roadster with 41,000 miles in a pretty Boston green metallic. Now, he's slowly fixing little things like the glove box. He says he likes to go on local cruises and says the Z3 gets a lot of attention. Now, the other car in the pictures is a 1995 Suzuki right-hand drive JDM car with a 3-cylinder 660cc turbo motor, which is his wife's toy. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your beautiful cars. If you'd like to see your car on Zed of the Week, please follow the easy instructions in the description below. Now let's get back into that blower box. Okay, so we're under the hood. Now, I've already removed the windshield wipers, the cowl, everything, and the blower motor box cover to get in. Now, for details on how to do that, go ahead and go to my previous video, which is linked in the description. Now, the resistor itself is right here, and we'll try and zoom in on that a bit. So there's a resistor. You can kind of see the coils of wire. And to remove this, you can just go ahead and grab this edge with the pliers and pull up, pull out, and there you have it. There is the old one. And I'm going to go ahead and try and clean this up. If cleaning it up doesn't work, then we're just going to go ahead and replace it. And I'll put some links in the description for where you could get that. There's a number of sources. All the prices are pretty similar. Okay, so here's what I bought to clean up that blower motor resistor, WD-40 Specialist Contact Cleaner. I think I got this at AutoZone for about $12. It's about the same on Amazon. I'll put an Amazon link in the description. I've been told you can use regular WD-40 as well, but I decided to go with this and just to have it around for any other projects I need. Also going to use a small piece of sandpaper, or you could use emery cloth to brush up the contacts just a little bit as well. Okay, first things first, I'm going to clean up these contacts with just a little bit of sandpaper. Again, you could use emery cloth, just to make sure that's not our issue. I don't think it is. I get the feeling I'm going to have to replace this whole thing anyways, but I wanted to give this method a shot. And after that, I'm just going to basically go ahead and hit this with the WD-40 contact cleaner. I'm just going to hose the whole thing down. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, I don't really expect this to work, but if it can save me a couple of dollars, that's fine. I'll just keep working on this, let it dry, and hit it again. This part varies between $52 on Amazon, but there's $15 worth of shipping along with that, to $70, $75 at the parts places like Pelican and ECS. I'll put all those links in the description. I think you can actually order it from Autozone as well. I'm going to get that link if it still exists. And I'll put all those in the description. Again, I think I'm probably going to have to replace this. If I don't, great. We're going to find out in a few minutes. But if I do, then it's the same thing. Instead of putting this one back, you would put a new one back, and that should get you where you need to be. So of course there is another side to the contacts that we clean that are still inside the blower motor. These are hard to see even with an inspection mirror, so I'm just going to go ahead and take that same WD-40 and, as best I can, clean out the other side of this on the blower motor itself. And we'll just go ahead and wait for all of that to dry. Okay, so I've given everything a chance to dry, and now putting it back is just a matter of reversing your steps. Hold this wire up, that wire that kind of crosses right at the contact for these. Hold that wire out of the way. Try not to touch the resistor itself. It kind of has more or less a slot that it fits into. You'll feel the contact, and then just push it in. Sorry, my hands were in the way. There's really no other way to film it. But again, you've got kind of a, let me zoom way in. There we go. This will become much more obvious to you when you actually do the job. But as you can see, it's not so much a slot. There's it is kind of a slot that this slides into. It's not a tongue and groove, but it's kind of a tongue and tongue. And once you line that up on both sides, you'll feel the contacts, and you can push it in and snug it up. And you just kind of got to move this wire out of the way because it kind of gets where you need to be. But now we'll go ahead and see if it worked. Okay, time to test everything out. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hello, I have 4 speeds. Well, 5 technically if you count 0. And I just saved myself 50 or 60 bucks. I will still put those links to the new ones in case this doesn't work for you. Good luck. So folks, there you have it. Pretty simple. Try cleaning the old one first. If that doesn't work, replace it with a new one. If you found this content valuable, please, as always, crush that like button. And until next time, remember, friends don't let friends drive boring.